went belly up, and now some former students don't want to pay up. 15 Corinthian college graduates announcing that they are on debt strike, a protest that they hope will pressure the government into forgiving their student loans. Charlie says that it's another example of an entitled generation.
I go further than that. This is an entitled nation. I mean, we are a nation of victims. I think there was a sociologist named Charlie Sykes that wrote this book about 20 years ago. It's getting worse and worse. You're right, not all of us, but a greater proportion of us. Listen, I'm on Twitter a lot, right? Get my share of Twitter wars.
That's a Fox News alert.
And, you know, I've been getting into these Twitter wars. Well, let me make this point. With these Fannie Mae shareholders who think somehow the government owes them the profits of Fannie Mae because they bailed out Fannie Mae and Fannie Mae paid it back, and they're claiming that they're victims of government overreach. This is a whole nation now.
All right, well, Ben Stein, what do you think of that?
I think that when the students took out the loans, they signed a contract. They have to live up to their contract, and if people are inciting them to not live up to their contract, those people should be sued as well. It is a very serious matter to sign a contract, and if you sign it and you get the money, you owe the money. It's that simple.
Well, it always takes a lawyer to say that. But, you know, here's where the kids are saying they're a little different here, kids, graduates. Not graduates, because the school went out of business.
They're not kids.
That it defaults it, so the school defaults it, they could default.
I think it goes to the bigger, because the government has encouraged people to take out these loans, right?
And by the way, Elizabeth Warren is backing these kids up.
And it's like,
that's a surprise.
So they encourage them to take out the loans and act like that the money is free and easy.
Right.
And then, when they get in trouble, then the government's there, we're going to help you have those loans
But can you blame
forgiven.
it, right, Charles Payne? I mean, we do have a precedent here where, you know, put your hand out.
This is a great test for President Obama, who's given young millennials a wink and a nod that eventually he's going to do this. What better chance now? Corinthian colleges, we should let people know, publicly traded, is trading at zero now. Why aren't they in business anymore? Because the government stopped giving loans for their schools. They went out of business. It's a great litmus test, but let's not underscore the fact $1.3 trillion in student loans, the highest default rate of any kind of loans out there, and this could be the point. Elizabeth Warren is smart for her point of view to tell the president, this is your chance. You can stick it to a publicly traded company. You can stick it to everyone right now.
Why does anybody think it's a good idea to take out $200,000 in debt and then go study poetry? How in the hell are you going to pay it back?
But think about, I think it's to Charlie's point with this touchy-feely entitlement.
I'm not just talking about this. I'm talking about liberal arts universities.
Think about how they're justifying it. It's okay for you to bail out the banks. And we bailed them out, then they turn around and they gave themselves huge bonuses. Okay to bail out
and it's okay to walk away from a home
and all
loan.
These things. It's okay to walk away from home loans. They want to be and the reason why it's okay to walk away from home, because some broker told you that
But you're serving my point here, and I'm not justifying this. But Adam, I'm thinking that ever since the bank bailouts, on whether you justify them or not, we have had a series of bailouts and rescues, handouts and refixes, and I think that. These kids are just reading, you know, these past examples, maybe experiences of their own parents, and saying, hey, I want mine too.
Yeah, I would only say that in all those cases, there were losers. In the case of the bailouts, it was investors. And I think these kids are going to have to be losers here, too. I think we have to hold them responsible for the commitments they made.
What has happened to you? I like it, but I don't know what's happened to you. All right, I do want to thank Charlie. I do want to thank Dagan. And meanwhile, did you hear about the $100 million deal for these ladies? Well, our guys have the stocks to grow your assets.
Really? Really?
Sorry. After this.